Yeah, what up, my people? You already know. This is the spot with your boy Prophet Pete and DJ Shawn. Recognize we got a dope show for you guys tonight. You know, we keep it real, we keep it hood, we keep it hip hop the way we do it here. We got a special guest in the building that we're going to chop it up with, listen up to some of the latest tracks. But before we do that, you know, we drop a little bit of that new independent, that dope stuff that you can really listen to and find everywhere. So we got my man Wise Guy Frank with Boosie. Here we go, y'all.
What's up, nigga? What's up? You ain't look.
What's up? If you want the best shit.
DJ Don.
Yeah. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. Yeah. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. In the jungle with lions and bears. Where them niggas be serving them bells. In the demon, they burning in hell. Like an animal locked in the cell. My dog got the body in the bell. Hold it down, little nigga, don't tell. Run down, I'ma bust out the rail. They don't make niggas like me rare. They don't make niggas like me no more. Fuck niggas can't get no promo. Keep a 9 on me like Romo. And we bang them flat like Zozo. So I got fed to the last zone. A nigga get popped if he get wrong. Bitch, I've been thugging for so long. Keep it high, gotta hold on. Smoking this out, I gotta blow strong. My bitch is out with a hair long. Finna be the pussy with a deep tone. I like a big mouth with a deep throat. All my niggas be cut though. Big boss nigga head honcho. Click clap bang nigga no more. Try to say what nigga no. Get him knocked off nigga pronto. Gotta get the fatty on go mode. Don't put shit past no hoe. Knock it at the park like so-so. Started at the bottom with no hoe. Couldn't focus on school, had to sell dope. I was sleeping on the floor, I was so broke. Been tricked a couple times, I got though. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater.
Roof Chris with a bad bitch. 200 tip big stack shit. Alexander McQueen fashion. My swag nasty. Palm trees, we smoking bomb weed. I'm telling no lie. White tee with diamonds on. I'm forever so fly. I kick my feet up on the beach, relax and roll me a wood. Ocean looking so good. Plug my hoe looking so good. Get to the guapo. We sleep the top floor. Like BMF, we hit Morocco. We pop the bottle. We fuck the model. Big bags, I show my ass on the re-up. All cash on the re-up. Nigga mad cause they stuck. But we don't give a fuck. Flies and feathers. First we was lost, we got the sauce and we got it together. Niggas mad cause they ain't on our level. Hot cold as a freezer. If it ain't real love, I don't need ya. We flying out, we up. Falling out, we up. Every day is payday. Got more gifts for Lele.
You know what time it is, I need a vacate.
With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater. With a bad bitch kicking my feet up. I just ran out in the read up. Bitch, I ain't coming no eater. My heart on ice like a freezer. Gotta watch out for the leechers. Watch out ball from the bleachers. Scratch in the hood like a zebra. Bitch, I'm like no cheater.
John Sarah.
Yeah, and we back, y'all. We about to get into this dope interview. And without further ado, here we go. Our special guest, Varn Curits. What's up, my brother?
Yo, what's going on, man? Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. Yo, introduce yourself for the people.
Yo, I'm Varn Curits, coming straight out of Jamaica, Queens, man. Up and coming hip hop artist. I do a little bit of everything, though.
Yeah. We got Queens in the building, a.k.a. New York. Just another part of New York. Doing it just the way we do it here. Yeah, man. So, yo, how long you been making this music, man? How long you been in the industry?
Man, I've been making this music for a minute. Like, seriously, I want to say probably about like 10 years. But we saying dabbled. I probably started dabbling when I was maybe like 13, 14. So 20 years actually dabbling, but like really trying to pursue it as a career, I'd say maybe about 10 years solid.
Okay. Now, what made you decide to really, start dabbling in it in general? What were some of your influences back then?
Well, pretty much how I got into it was my cousin. Like, when I was in junior high school, he used to have like these little talent shows when I was in school and whatever. So he wanted to pretty much compete in one of them for the prize. And I was like, oh, word, I'll do it with you. I never rapped before at the time. So I was like, but I'm pretty sure it's easy. But I was young, I was like maybe like 13. It was terrible. It was a terrible rap, but we won. So that was good. And that was like my first introduction into it. But like when I was in high school was like when I really got into music. The same cousin actually, I linked back up with him in high school, and he had like a whole group. So I got with them. We was making music, and we recorded like this one song called "How Can I Make You See." And like that song in our school had like the internet, not the internet, but the school going crazy. Like I remember a girl, I had no clue who this girl was. I went to Newtown High School at this time, right? So I don't know if you know Newtown, but it's a pretty big school. It's like 5,000 kids in that school when I was going there. So she came up to me and was like, "Oh, you're on that song?" And she had like a CD. This is back in the day when they had CDs, and so she had a CD, like a burnt copy. She's like, "Oh, can you sign it?" And like I was like, "Okay," like whatever. And that was kind of me, like, "Okay, like, oh, I think I want to do this. Like, this is kind of dope." And then from there, I just kind of started like really trying to pursue music.
So it was the groupie love that got you influenced into making music. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
you was like, oh yeah, I could do this, and then the girls just come up to me. I don't got to put in no work. Oh, this is awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was like,
See,
what? This is butter.
women don't understand how much they influence us in certain ways just by the little things they do because men are lazy. Men don't want to go around chasing women. So if I
Absolutely.
do music
Absolutely.
and they come to me, yo, ain't nothing better than that.
Come on, it's like fishing. You want to have the best bait. So
Yo, that's it. So you just put out a hot song and that's it. See, that's how all these other rappers do it. They just put out hot music. Then the babes
yeah,
just
for
come to
sure.
them. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
for sure.
But
For
who in
sure.
the industry when you was growing up listening to made you really want to get into this music game?
Um, well, I always say my favorite rapper is Biggie, like hands down. But probably 50 Cent, because I'm from Southside, so when that whole G Unit movement like started, I was in high school at that time, and that was big, like for me, especially being from Jamaica, Queens, and seeing it, like actually grow organically. Because I remember going to the Ave, maybe because on my way home or to school, you always gotta stop at the Ave. Boom, you hit the Ave every 3 days. It's like, yo, you see a new G Unit mixtape, new 50 Cent mixtape. Every Wednesday, every Friday, I'm like, yo, these kids is working. Well, not these kids, but these dudes are working, and that
Yeah.
really was like definitely 100%. I would say that's when I started like getting into the making of the mixtapes, because before that we wasn't really making mixtapes. At least I wasn't. I don't want to say us as an industry, but I wasn't into making mixtapes. But when 50 Cent started doing it, and I'm seeing, oh, okay, this is working. I'm seeing, and I'm being influenced by. I'm picking these mixtapes up every 3 days. I'm spending my $5 on the average 3 days to get these new tapes. I'm like, oh, okay, this is crazy. Like, so 50 Cent is definitely one, and I would say Joe Budden. Honestly, that's probably one of my other influences. I was really big, not maybe not early in high school, but definitely later on during his mood music series. I
Mhm.
was definitely like that was definitely like a big influence for me. If you ever listen to, or if y'all ever go back and listen to my old stuff, before I was going by Varn Curits, I was going by Nova, and like I have a lot of those songs that are more of the storytelling type
Mhm.
under as Nova. So I would say definitely Joe Budden, because that kind of showed me how you can bring emotion into music and still
Yeah.
be a dope MC.
Yeah. And speaking of Joe Buttons, he's a very emotional guy if people really don't know.
Yeah,
He's
no, for
definitely,
sure,
he's
for sure.
definitely very emotional. So he brings his emotions to everything that he does. So and it's good that you have a somewhat of a variety of who influenced you because they all brought different elements to the game of hip hop of making music.
Yeah,
You had
absolutely,
your G Unit, you
absolutely.
had your Biggie, and then you got your Joe Buttons, and they fall into their own style. You can't really say that any three of those were similar in any way.
And even how they grew in music, how they grew out of music, so to speak, as they got further into their careers, they branched out from music and started doing other stuff, and was still profitable, or even in I would say Joe Budden's case, more profitable in his podcast than even in his music career. So he definitely showed you how to age in hip hop, also.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that's one thing that we don't get to see a lot of. How people age within hip hop and how they grow from it. A lot of that stuff is hidden, but to see it kind of, I think it gives artists and people in the industry something to look forward to.
Yeah,
But
no, absolutely. Because I feel in hip hop, like at one time we were the only genre that really kind of belittled people for growing old in hip hop. If you would look at, like these rock and roll acts, they get praised for still going on tour in their 80s. They get, people love that. They still like Rolling Stones, all these artists or these rock bands. People love it when they go on tour. They're praised. They're looked at like, God, they put on a pedestal. But in our culture, in the hip hop culture, when you get old, people they start to belittle you. I mean, it's like it shouldn't be like that. But now they're showing you, hey, there's other avenues you can go to, other than hip hop as you get older.
yeah, it's crazy. But it's funny that you say that because that was something that I always noticed too. Being in hip hop, that this genre is if you over 30, you kind of pushing it as a rapper. You get close to 40 is like, yo, you need to hang it up. 50 is like, yo, don't even touch the mic no more. And but in rock and roll, R&B and things of that nature, we're looking at people out there at 70, 80 years old with young fans and old fans alike just out there supporting them.
Yeah, no, absolutely, it's crazy. Like, and I love that. Like, I love how now in hip hop, how you now see, Jay Z is what 50 now, and I don't want to say 444 wasn't recent, but it was still recent for him, and he's older, and it was a phenomenal album. People flocked to it, and if Jay Z goes on tour now, people, well, not now, but if there was no COVID,
Yeah,
people would still go on tour and pay money to see Jay Z perform, and that's amazing. That's awesome. It should be like that. As you grow in hip hop, we should praise you, like, yo, you did it. You paved the road for people. We shouldn't belittle our elder men for showing us what to do.
yeah, and with the 444 album, Jay-Z actually showed a real transition of him being the Jay-Z that we knew to Jay-Z as the businessman or the man
Yeah,
that
the adult Jay Z.
right, right. No,
Like he was talking.
no more corner boy Jay-Z. We had
Yeah,
Jay-Z, the enterprise Jay-Z, which is pretty great. So how do you feel that has transitioned into the way you make music? Seeing examples like Jay, even Nas, 50, and a lot of these individuals that were from New York or that are from New York. How has it affected your transition in music from when you were 13 to now?
well, back then I can say I was only focused on music. Like it was like music, music, music. Now I do a little bit of everything. Like even during the pandemic, I had so much extra time on my hands. I went and learned some new shit. Like I learned how to invest. I went and learned about forex trading. I went and learned about stock. So now I actually have a stock portfolio, which as a 13, 18, 25-year-old me, I was never looking to invest. Like I remember when people when Bitcoin actually first came out, right? I had friends tell me, "Oh, this Bitcoin, Bitcoin." I was like, "Man, what the fuck? Don't tell me about no fucking Bitcoin." I was like, "I can't spend this." I didn't know what it was, and I regret it now because like at the time, if I would have known, what I know now as a 33-year-old, it'd be like, yo, I would have definitely invested $100 in that. I'd have been super rich now, So that's one. So that's pretty much what I do. Like, I can say I definitely branch out of music. I'm also like I'm working on a comic book, so it's just like I'm doing going to other avenues and also having fun, use my creativity in that way also.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, with what you just said, it's taking your creativity, your artistry level, and putting it out in different forms, which I think is good. I think is great because a lot of people get tunnel vision when it comes to being an artist in general. Some people
Yeah, absolutely.
paint on a canvas, but the world is a canvas. You could paint on a rock and it could look just as great. You just switching up the platform you're putting it on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's why you'll see like sometimes people might be artists and they switch to, something else and then it just takes off. Because like, oh, maybe, that was your true calling. So you never know. But yeah, I love it. Like I love doing that. Like I want to get into writing shows. Actually, I'm talking to a couple of my friends about actually doing that after I finish up with the comic book. But that's something else I want to get into. But yeah, you should definitely like if you're a creator, like it doesn't just stop with music. Like if you're a creator, you're a creator. Like you should be able to apply that imagination to anything.
Yeah, and just like a Queens native, right? We have 50 who went from making music to being a show producer. Some of the one of the most popular shows that we could think of is Power, and then you had This Is 50, and then there was I forgot the name of the show, but it was like a improv comedy type show that he had also.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, he did
Right.
have that. Yeah.
I forgot the name of it. Like I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but it was taking his creativity and bringing it to us on different platforms. So what you're doing is nothing that's far fetched, and just for you to be able to identify that within yourself is a great thing because a lot of people won't.
Yeah, thank you. And I can say it's not easy neither. Like it takes a lot of soul searching to probably start doing that. Especially I feel like for the younger artists who see how easy I won't say how easy it is to get on, but how easier it is to get on these days. So I can definitely see them definitely having tunnel vision and be like, oh, all I need is, to go viral and whatever. So
Right. And it's crazy that you say that because I think it's in comparison to, the 90s and the early 2000s, getting on now. Now, I wouldn't even say getting on now. I would say making money in the industry now is a lot simpler because you never have to get signed. You never have to be popping and played on the radio to make money in music anymore. All you need is one of these accounts, streaming accounts. You sit there, you go viral on TikTok, pushing everybody. You're getting paid for your shit being streamed on TikTok or whatever, and SoundCloud, and you're making money. You can chill, do whatever, and never really become super duper popular until I guess you hit 100 million streams, and then situation changes. But it is a lot easier. It is
yeah,
definitely
the internet changed. The internet changed everything. The internet made the world smaller.
super small because
Because like
it's not
it,
like the mixtapes you was picking up on the Ave, right?
yeah,
Where
exactly,
you could
exactly.
anybody can get them. You're sitting there
Yep,
and you got people in Australia, you got people in Africa, people in Europe, in Russia, in
yep.
Greenland, wherever you could think about. When you put that mixtape out, you're not just reaching the people on the block or the people in the neighborhood, you're reaching the world with a couple of clicks and a little
within
bit of
seconds.
upload.
Yeah, within seconds, And now, like it's become to a point where back in the early 2000s and 90s, you had to get popping in your neighborhood to get any type of notoriety. Now you have MCs or artists that people know in the neighborhood, but they're popping because of the internet. So the internet has shrunk the world.
Yeah. Yeah, and the blessing and the curse at the same time. Hey, I love the internet, so it works for me. I love it. Helps reach a lot more people than just the neighborhood people or whatever it is. And I think it is a super duper plus for the industry in itself.
Yeah, I love it for the fact that I can reach people, but I still find it funny that in this day and age where information is so readily available, I feel like the world has gotten stupider. But
So when it comes to your music, how would you describe the type of music you make?
I think my boy AWOL described it best. He's like it's like 50 Cent mixed with Wiz Khalifa. Like
Uh-huh.
if 50 Cent and Wiz Khalifa had a baby, that would be my music.
And what got you to that particular style? Would you
Well, well, when I first came out, I was doing like more party music because that's what I was doing, and pretty much like my boy Casso passed away, and because of that, I kind of geared more towards this. 'Cause I started smoking more weed more, so it kind of is a coping mechanism. So because of that, this is what I was doing. So that's what I started rapping about. So it's kind of just I kind of went in that direction because of my friend passing.
Hmm. So the weed opened up your thoughts and you put that in front of the mic and recorded it.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Hey,
Pretty much.
and it could just be as simple as that. Uh, a life-changing event happens, and in the way of coping, it changes you in a different direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you never know what life is going to throw at you. So just you can't prepare for that. So yeah, absolutely. It's something like this could change your life. Like you don't know what it is.
Yeah. So speaking of weed and getting high, before we get into so high, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about these new marijuana laws in New York?
Uh, as a weed fan, I love it that I can not get harassed anymore. I love that. But as someone who wants to actually be involved in the marijuana industry and the actual business, I hope that they actually make it easier for people of color to actually get into the business. Because I know from at least from the streets, the internet, in the other states, they didn't make it easier for us to own. But as far as being able to smoke it, I love it. If they actually free the people who were arrested on BS, marijuana charges that they have in New York, I love that too. There's no reason people should be locked up for weed, especially it's legal now. Like, let
Right.
them out.
From the earth.
So I love that. Yeah,
It's from the earth.
exactly.
Well,
It's not
cocaine
drugs,
is from the
so.
earth too, but
Yeah,
let's
but they
not.
do stuff. They do stuff to cocaine before they give it to you. So,
Right. Well,
so
I think they do some things to the weed now too. I'm not a smoker, but I don't know. Weed definitely smells a lot different from when I was growing up.
well, it's definitely stronger, and I feel people have learned more about the growing of the plant,
Mm.
so they know a little bit more what to do in that. They got more information on how to grow the plant better now.
Yeah. So there's no more 150 lights on the plan and all that. They probably find better ways to do it now.
Yeah, for sure. They probably got LEDs and all types of stuff now.
Yeah, all types of
Like,
stuff.
Why you doing 150-watt bulb? That's probably run your electricity bill up crazy when you do LEDs. So,
Right. And then
like I said, I just really hope they make it easier for African Americans to get into the actual business, though. That's what I'm really hoping for.
yeah, I think there's gonna be a lot of hurdles. I think California, since California's been doing it for a while, it's been legal there for God knows how long. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of if you look at people of color, they tend to migrate and start businesses out there, and go to these weed farms and get their own products and stuff made, their own branding and everything out there. Just wish that just like you wish that we don't have to go to the West Coast to be able to elevate ourselves. We could do it in our own home.
yeah, exactly. That'd be beautiful right there.
Yeah. Yo, so introduce this track So High and reintroduce yourself for the people.
Oh, all right, bet. So High featuring my boy A-Wall, produced by 2D. My boy, he's in Germany. Off of my Bongs, Blunts, and Bitches EP. It's available on all social, wherever you download and stream music. I'm Varn Curits from Jamaica, Queens. Groundwork.
Yeah, let's get it, y'all.
Girl, you get me so high. When I'm coming over, we rolling blunts. You can't roll, so you crushing. Girl, you get me so high. She wants some chicken and some dick and few puffs and she gets the licking. Girl, you get me so high. She said this weed makes her horny. Few toasts and she wants to blow me. Girl, you get me so high. She said she loves when I'm in town, but most times I'm not around. Girl, you get me. She says she loves it in the morning. She wake up and she be horny. Soon as I walk in, she's all on me. Cougar bitch, she damn near 40. Used to fuck with girls before me, even down for the orgy. And she likes that BDSM, whips, chains, and spankings. Let me fuck her best friend right in her kitchen. Freak bitch, so I fuck with her. She squirts every time I'm fucking her. I'm addicted, I can't get enough of her. She got a husband, so it's hard to keep in touch with her. But I don't sweat it. Anything I want, she throws on credit. She got a big dick fetish. Every moment with me, she cherished. When she miss me, she likes to act up just to get aggressive back shots. All natural, no ass shots. Weed smoking, mad shots. Girl, you get me so high. When I'm coming over, we rolling blunts. You can't roll, so you crushing. Girl, you get me so high. She wants some chicken and some dick and few puffs and she gets the licking. Girl, you get me so high. She said this weed makes her horny. Few toasts and she wants to blow me. Girl, you get me so high. She said she loves when I'm in town, but most times I'm not around. Girl, you get me. She says she likes it in the nighttime. Any hole, that's just fine. Damn, what a sex drive. She loves it when we just vibe. She hates she ain't the only one, but bitch, I ain't your only one. 68, I'll owe you one. Then I'm trying to roll me one. Then I'm about to dip out. If I don't text, she flip out. Ignore her and she's pissed now. Call me all types of shit. Wow, supposed to be low key. When you with your man, you don't know me. Kissing him but blowing me. Treat this dick like a trophy. Got you blowing OG backwards and plan B. Oh, she thinks she fancy. Eat this dick like it's candy. Heading home, no panties. Keep coming back cause you nasty. Girl, you get me so high. When I'm coming over, we rolling blunts. You can't roll, so you crushing. Girl, you get me so high. She wants some chicken and some dick and few puffs and she gets the licking. Girl, you get me so high. She said this weed makes her horny. Few toasts and she wants to blow me. Girl, you get me so high. She said she loves when I'm in town, but most times I'm not around. Girl, you get me. Girl, you get me so high. Girl, you get me so high. Girl, you get me so high. Oh, oh, oh.
Now, I would ask what the influence was to that song, but the song kind of, tells the story of what the influence was.
Yeah, that whole EP is just about one summer and one particular female. For I was with one summer.
Oh, well, guess you had a lot of fun because that's what it sounds like.
And the music video actually drops tonight. So
Oh, oh, dang. So it didn't drop yet.
it didn't drop yet. It didn't drop yet. It's going to drop 8 p.m. tonight.
Oh, right before right around the time we get off, the video going to drop. Damn it, man.
Yeah.
Damn it. Because we could have played the video. Definitely could have played the video for the people. It could have been an exclusive. But, that's here nor there. It's all right. Next time. So the next video release. Next video release.
Next time, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think that, what's important when you make music, and obviously listening to So High, it really shows who you are, right? You're enjoying what you're speaking about, and definitely, hey, look, all the stuff that happened that got depicted in that song, things I would enjoy too. So, there's one of those things, being able to relate to the artist, through their music, I think is wonderful, and that's something that you bring to the table while making music. Because,
thank you.
I don't know you from other than this interview, but I feel with what we spoke about and just this one particular song, I think I kind of know you, like my cousin, Curtis, right? You're like, yo, cuz, what's up? Right? That's what it feels like right now. And I think,
thank you.
That's a wonderful thing. And being able to, especially with the era of music now and everything being so fast paced, and a lot of times when I've watched my children listen to music, and it's like they listen to about 30 seconds before they hit next. Yeah. So you got to catch them, in the beginning, and they got to be drawn in by what you're saying in order for them to continue to listen. And, definitely, that hook right there was like, oh, okay, let me listen. Oh, all right, I'm not going to press next. So you got the formula. You got the formula. So it's definitely working out. So we got another track, but before we get into the next track, I want to ask, how is it that you prepare to, put together a track, an LP or a project? Is there a process that you go through, or you just got to be feeling it for the day? Or when you sit down to do it, there's a mood that you set before you actually get into it?
Absolutely. Like each one of my LPs or EPs, or if I'm doing like a project, like I'm definitely trying to set a tone with the project. If I'm doing a project, like if I'm sitting down to do a song, I always tell people or the producer I'm working with, like, yo, the beat has to talk to me. I always say that. And like if the beat don't talk to me, like I'm not going to do the song, plain and simple. Like I don't force anything. That's like for sure. But yeah, like for example, the EP that this song is on, like I wrote it because I don't want to say it was prepared. Like I don't want to say I sit down and prepared it, but like each song I wrote separately, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm talking about the same person on all of these songs, right? Yeah. It makes sense for me to just package them together, and then actually, if you listen to the EP, I'm actually talking literally about the meat is the first song, which is like the intro, right? Then like the second date or quote unquote, which is called Hotboxing. Then the third one, which is the So High. Like, so I'm literally like mapping out what happened during that summer, you know? So that's pretty much like the mindset for that. And then like I dropped the second EP after that, which was for 420. So like my mindset going into that was like, okay, I need something for my people, my smokers. Like my mindset, wherever I'm making like a smoking project or smoking song, is like, okay, I want to be able for people to sit down and well, we call it Sife, but I know in other states they call it like smoke session. But I want you to be able to sit down and have a full Sife like while you listen to this in the background. Like I try to that's my mindset for when I'm making smoking music. Like, yo, I want this to be the background of a cipher. So if I'm at a smoking cipher, not a rapping cipher, just to clarify, I wouldn't be like, yo, this is the music that we playing in the background while you smoking. So yeah, with each project, I definitely go in there prepared a little differently with a different mindset for what I want my audience to feel.
And it makes sense. And again, this goes back to being an artist and your artistry, right? You're painting a picture, right? I always refer to it as painting a picture because that's what most people can relate to, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to set the scene, you're trying to set the mood, you want people to feel and just vibe in a certain way with what you're putting out there. And when you, like you said, you want, this is the overall end image of what you want to happen when your music gets played. You want it to be in this particular setting, people to vibe out to it to the end. And I think making music with a purpose is always great due to the fact that you're going to reach a specific audience with that vision that you have for that music.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you definitely doing your thing and gotta appreciate, the work and stuff that you put in to make these things happen.
Thank you.
So before, and there's another question I'm at before we get into this next track, right?
Okay.
When was it that you either heard something that you recorded, recited a set of bars that you wrote, or read some bars that you wrote down when you was like, I'm built for this?
Ooh, that's a good question. I would probably say it's funny because I always go back and listen to my old stuff. I did freestyle on what was it? I think it was the No Flex Zone, the Ray Sherm joint.
Yeah,
and
haven't heard that in a while, but yeah, definitely know what you're talking.
Okay, so I did a freestyle on that, and for some reason, well, not for some reason, it still had like that hook on it, so I couldn't upload it to no like none of the streaming people because this is like early day streaming though. There was no Spotify, I think, when that came out, or if there was, like it was like early Spotify days. And I remember I sent it to actually Mastermind from Voiceless Music, and he hit me back and he was like, "Yo, this is fucking amazing," and I was like, "What?" Like, it shocked me because I'm like, "Yo, I've sent the music before, but I don't ever get that response back." And I loved it because it was like one of the freestyles where I was actually talking like real shit. He hit me back like, "Yo, this shit is fire. Like, yo, we gonna put this up. This shit is dope." And I was like, "Okay, like, yo, I'm built for this. Like, I can do this. Is easy. Like, like you think that's fire. Like, I'm talking light. Like, this isn't even like crazy shit." So
now, do you remember any of the bars from that particular freestyle?
Honestly, not really, because it was years ago.
It's the weed.
It could be that. It could be that.
It could be that, right? It definitely could be that. But
sure.
So let's get into this next joint. Let me pull it up real quick. And it is Dope Man.
Yes.
Yeah, so let the people introduce it and reintroduce yourself so the people know where this music is coming from, my guy.
This is Dope Man off of Roll Another One, my 420 EP. We dropped in April. You find that everywhere music is streamed, everywhere you buy music. I'm Varn Curits from Jamaica, Queens. It's groundwork all day, man.
Yeah.
Roll another one. Uh-huh. Look. Dope man, where's the dope man? 2 hits from the blunt, this bitch is open. I ain't even touch it yet, the pussy soaking. I'm about to dive in, I'm in the ocean. Dope man, where's the dope man? 2 hits from the blunt, this bitch is open. I ain't even touch it yet, the pussy soaking. I'm about to dive in, I'm in the ocean. Smoking on something bluer than Marge's hair. It's me against myself, I'm playing solitaire. So high rocking from here to Fort Lauderdale. I link with A-Wall, and now we out of here. She mad, I only see her once when I'm in town. I make her lick me up, and then she wipes me down. She takes care of me, take her to Pound Town, and then she dreams me dry, service with a smile. Now, I could rap about the hoes I'm hitting, or when I didn't have a pot to pissin'. I'm the greatest, y'all sonny listen. That's why she sucking on my meat until it glisten. I'm focused like I'm high off of Adderall. Might still pop a Molly when I'm trying to roll. Never been with the bull, I'm not a matador. I'm trying to leave reality. What you think this acid for? I went from a bus to a foreign whip. I guess no more getting drunk on the strip. Every time I step in, it's fucking lit. Having threesomes with this foreign bitch. Dope man, where's the dope man? 2 hits from the blunt, this bitch is open. I ain't even touch it yet, the pussy soaking. I'm about to dive in, I'm in the ocean. Dope man, where's the dope man? 2 hits from the blunt, this bitch is open. I ain't even touch it yet, the pussy soaking. I'm about to dive in, I'm in the ocean. Dope man, where's the dope man? 2 hits from the blunt, this bitch is open. I ain't even touch it yet, the pussy soaking. I'm about to dive in, I'm in the ocean.
Yeah. And that was Dope Man. Dope Man.
Yeah,
Is it the same girl? The same girl we talking about again?
No.
Different girl? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, just check it. Well, because, I was like, there's evolution in the woman. She now now she's just ready. She just soaking now. Right? She's just soaking. So you definitely got to look, man. And what did you say with the? Because if I'm not mistaken, these last 2 tracks are on 2 different projects.
Yeah. Dope Man is on Roll Another One, which was for 420, and So High is on Bong Blunts and Bitches, all available on all streaming platforms and where you buy music.
Okay, all right, so that's perfect. So if when they it's just Varn Curits when they look you up is
Varn Curits, VARN Curtis, one word. That's on everything. That's Instagram, Twitter. Like Varn Curits is my real name. It's my middle name. So I was able to get, all my handles. So Varn Curits on everything. No spaces. Just Varn Curits, Instagram, Twitter, Snap, Facebook, all of that.
okay. Yes. So YouTube is the same because you said that the video was releasing tonight at 8 p.m.
Yes, on YouTube, same, but with the space. Vaughn space Curtis.
So no underscore, just a space.
Yeah, just the space, no underscore.
Okay, right. This is very important because I'm very interested in seeing this video. Right.
Oh yeah, the So Hot video, I love the video. The video when it drops, I don't know if you've seen the trailer. I had the trailer out, but the video is definitely not what I like to call the Rat Pack video. You know, the weed and the henny and whatever. This is a concept video, and it came out really dope with what we had, and I like it. I like the video a lot, so I can't wait to premiere it.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see it. I'm gonna be one of the first views on there because as soon as we hop off here, I'm gonna be right there waiting.
Yeah, I was trying to get out earlier, but with work and stuff, I just didn't work out, honestly.
You know what?
So
It's fine because when it happens, it's supposed to happen. Sometimes trying to push stuff, to happen a little earlier is not what's in the card. So we just got to go with the flow sometimes. And you wanted to get it out a little earlier. I know you rolled up a little something, took a pull on there, and was like, 8 o'clock tonight is just fine.
something like that. It was more like I was trying to get off of work and make sure I'm back in the hood quick enough so I can get on with you and so forth. So I was like,
Yeah,
yo, by the time I thought I was gonna have a little bit more time, cause I thought I was gonna be able to get out of work a little bit earlier, but it didn't happen. So I was like, oh, all right, we just gonna have to let it rock.
yeah. So one quick question before we get up out of here. Where is it that you see your career in the music industry in the future?
Oh well, hopefully what I'm building for now is to have kind of a whole entire network. That's what I'm planning for. So that's the direction we're trying to go. I know I'm doing music right now, and me and my partners have been talking, and we are going to do some type of production. We have an entire camp with a bunch of dope artists coming out. So, like for instance, I think AWOL, my producer, he has a track coming out. I think the 29th of May with a bunch of artists from Toronto because he's from Toronto. And then I have like 2 tracks coming out with him. Not sure when. A bunch of stuff coming out from him. So pretty much that's going to be the production company. And then I'm going to branch into like everything. Like I'm so curious about so many different things. Like I like making movies and shooting videos. I've done that before in the past.
Mm.
So definitely once I'm established enough as an artist where I can be like, okay, I'm making, I have this stream of income here, this stream of income here, this stream of income here. All right, I can now go over here and start working on these ventures. I'm definitely going to get into some type of movie or film stuff because I definitely like doing that also.
Yeah, and that's great. And I definitely wish you the best of luck.
Thank
And
you.
and I know that there will be obstacles, but obstacles are just little speed bumps that we need to get over anyway, because it's just a
For
little
sure.
test. That's all it is. It's just a little test. Never let it hinder you. And I I'm a firm believer in never using the word can't. You have to omit the word I can't from your vocabulary because it's a sign of mental laziness. If
Yeah,
you ask
for
yourself a
sure.
question, how can I? You'll get it done. So just make sure whenever you're met with any adversity, you sit there and say, how can I get past this? And that's it. And everything will just follow through.
100%.
Yeah. So anything else you want to tell the people before we get up out of here?
And just follow me on all my socials. A lot more stuff coming. So the Dope Man video will be coming soon. Try and get the exclusive up here. Hopefully, get the exclusive.
Yes, yes,
We'll talk about that. All
yes.
right, that's coming soon. A bunch of more visuals coming soon. I have a EP coming. Probably I want to say around Labor Day, called Queen's Kid with my boy Lou Gates from Left Rat. Shout out to him. I also have a project actually I'm working on with AWOL, probably coming out end of the year, maybe top of the next year. So definitely look out for that. As I said, a lot of stuff just coming from my camp. Frankly, Blunt supposed to be dropping his project. So just said follow me on socials, keep up to date. I'm gonna keep everybody up to date on my socials, man.
Yeah, yo, and you heard that, right? And if you don't know how to spell his name and you're watching the actual interview, it is right under him. It is VARNCURTIS. That's on all social media platforms, my people. Social
Yeah.
media platforms and all streaming platforms. So you can check out some of his latest music, some of his previous music, and just support good music because I think that's super important. It don't cost nothing to nowadays. It don't cost nothing to listen to somebody's music. You don't got to go to the app and spend $5 to listen to the new latest G Unit stuff. Now you can just go click somewhere and listen to the Varn Curits stuff and get the numbers up. That's how you show love. It don't cost you nothing, and it works out great. I think it's wonderful.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
thank you, my brother. We will
No,
meet.
thank you, man.
We
Oh, I'm not sure what happened.
and
I hear something.
I don't know what happened. I know
I
I
don't know what
disappeared
happened.
real quick. Yeah, I don't know. I disappeared real quick, but I'm back. Right?
All right.
But yeah, we definitely gonna meet again. We gonna talk. We gonna chop it up. And there's a lot of things, especially with the stuff that you're doing. We can find a way to work together and get some things done, man. I'm from Harlem, but I spent a lot of years in Queens. So
Oh, I love Harlem, man.
yeah, so Left Rack and all those places, South Side, Richmond Hill, all that stuff.
I love Harlem because like dead ass to this day, I still go to 125th and 3rd to get the flavored Dutches. That's the only place in New York you can get flavored Dutches right there by the the corner store by the pizza shop. You from Harlem, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out to Harlem. I love Harlem, man.
Yeah, my brother, man. So I see you, bro. Stay up.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man. Peace. Yeah, so you already know it's your boy Prophet Pete, and this is the spot with Prophet Pete and DJ Shawn recognized. We show nothing but love to all the individuals that come on the show, and we definitely get it in and we get it popping. So we about to get up out of here. Shout out to my man Fetty Stacks. We already know we got some talking to do. I know you out there making those moves and you showing people what NJ does with this music. So we definitely got to get you back up on here and talk about some of the moves that you making and how you dropping all those hot joints out there. So without further ado, I just want to play this one joint for you because, got to stay New York for a little bit. And this is Young M.A.
Oh, this what we doing? Real life. I told her. Uvi. It's a Uvi. I keep the sticks like sushi, bitch in the two-seat. She bougie. She say you gotta pay for the coochie. Told her, mama, nah. If you free, then you free. Yeah, I'm a dog, but I fuck on 2 feet. Soon as you come, then you leave. Keep 2 guns on me. I call them my mood swings. I just got 2 rings. He like, what's that on your neck? I'm like, oh, that's a pool king. My mind ain't right. I know I got loose screws. That's why I keep me a Thule. Told niggas ready or not. Here I come. That's word to the Fugees. Sorry for the wait when I drop this tape. I swear it's like serving them Blue Dream. Red life shit, but my bloody he crip when we drip. You can see how that blue bleed. I ain't claiming that bitch. Her shit thought. Her shorty play for a few teams. I'm young and I'm rich. Yes, I'm a thought. Yes, I keep me a few teams. Smoking that Zaza. Got yak in the mata. I'm in Jamaica speaking that patois. Big up to the Gaza. B.I.P. to my blood, a nigga fly high. Throw them bees up sky high. Heard he want beef, aim at his noodles. We'll turn that boy into pasta. My hitter is shot top. Click clack, blocka, 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 blocka. Ooh, movie. When we in the club, it's a movie. I got a gang full of Goonies, but I am a goblin like Toonshi. I can't never let, gotta watch my back, cause these niggas be switching like mood rings. So if you that nigga, I'm sending my hitters to spin on your block like a smoothie. Slide in a hoopty. Just got a check, 100K flex, so I went and bought me a new V. When it upgraded to AP, water, jacuzzi. Had to bring the old youngin' May back, and they still can't fuck with the new me. Now fuck you talking about. They told me to do it, so I went and did it, you feel me? And that's all they get. These niggas can't fuck with me, man. I'm running laps around these niggas, man. Shred life. It's Brooklyn. MA, bitch.
Yeah, my people, and you already know it's the spot with your boy Prophet Pete and DJ Shawn Recognized. And if you want to follow us or follow me on social media, yo, follow the boy at Prophet_radio_NY and follow the homie DJ Shawn Recognized. He says it best. I can't do it like him, so we gonna wait for him to come back so he can do that for y'all. And yo, on that note, we out.